be very proud of the fight that his Chanticleers will bring to the teal. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Troy Trojans, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Chanticleers offense will get the first crack at it here. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Gets open down the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of it. I mean, he's been unreal this season, like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football. And
got a lot of running room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
Going up top on first down. That's caught. It's Tucker. All kinds of running room. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge.
Quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Coastal Carolina 7, Troy 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So Troy's offense will go to work for the first time. And how about this matchup of a couple of guys who just don't get tired and don't mind being handed the football, Jesse?
And I love this matchup, too, because in modern football, it's all about throwing the ball and spread and tempo and air raid offenses. Let's go.
Fires and picked off. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
I love when they sneak the big fella out of the backfield. They're usually blocking so much. Nice job with a little play action, slide and give him the rock.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Coming after it. Got enough space. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
They want to run this quarterback. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
That's caught. It's Taylor.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Quickly to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come over. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Floating away. He's looking on the right side. Touchdown, Coastal! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Kramer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Trojans decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Taylor. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Chanticleer. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
You know, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable on that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to it. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed behind the line. It's Higgins. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. Give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Quick strike complete. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Handoff from the gun. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all of the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner goes down. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling on until they find an answer.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined, and that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Buys a little time with his feet. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. The Chanticleers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Coastal. What a catch and run for 6. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, this one's over.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On second down, looking again to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll bring it back. It's Taylor. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman, but just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This
fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chanticleer. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Conway. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Fast motion from the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed behind the line, it's Boyd. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, but he goes and does it.
Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Trying to get to him. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Forced out of the pocket. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Chanticleers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
29 Philly. 2-10. Unlocked.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Finds his man. It's Thomas. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 11 to Boston College. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Running to the left. Hard running there. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the move, it's Lovett. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. The Trojans line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Another Chanticleer.
The Chanticleers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Coastal! And the route is on. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Boyd. Oh, it's on the ground. Live ball. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
No running back on the field. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. To the air, it's Sellers. Feeling some heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there. They're pinning their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
inside the 25. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Looking to throw. Now improvising. He is smashing people.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
Boy, if that first down play was in. Touchdown, shot to clear. And the beatdown has ensued. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Carolina, 73. Troy, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Trying to make magic with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. And the returner will be dragged down. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll put the tight end in motion. Trying play action. Pressure coming. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quickly complete. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Makes a grab enough for the first. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the shot to clears have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sellers. He'll throw it. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They keep attacking through the air. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice scramble, unbelievable job after dropping back to pass and understanding the situation, and a nice heads-up play. Slide. Live to fight another down. Don't try to make a bigger play and run through somebody big and get yourself hurt.
Headed to the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough, so it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish.